Da-da-da-da-da-da! Hello, everybody. This is your co-host Eric, joining you from the armpit of the devil's asshole, and his right beside his cat's anal cavity. There we go, a little YouTube special for you. This is Eric. Welcome to season 1, episode 57 of the Hate Napkin. Again, I'm your co-host Eric. I'm joined by my gigantic library rescue cat Loki. And we're also joined by our special guest, Paul into the center square, Carla from
Burnt Korn, Alabama.
And my understanding is, Carla, that you recently retired from the local. Ouch!
No, I didn't. I didn't retire from the ouch.
From the local Dairy Queen.
Yeah.
Okay, so how are you spending retirement these days?
I'm not retiring. I just am looking for other work.
Oh, okay. Ooh, it's those times. All right. I checked I reached deep into the annals of the mailbag and it was empty today. So instead, we're going to play a little game. Everybody ready?
Yep.
It's the game is what do you hate more? All right. What do you hate more? So let's start with the basic. What do you hate more? The big dog balls on the back of F-250s. You know, you can get those big dog scrotums. For those with penile insecurity, they strap giant dog balls on the back of their truck, or monkeypox. What do you hate more, balls in the back of a truck or monkeypox?
Well, let's see. I have those balls on the back of my truck because it lets people know if they fuck with me, I'll have theirs. So I have to say monkeypox.
I'm imagining in Carla's office there at the Dairy Queen, there was just a bunch of scrotums nailed to the wall.
You've been there?
And a bunch of former fellows walking around Burnt Korn holding their crotch. All right. So monkeypox for Carla. Pauly?
I'm gonna go with monkeypox as well, because I think dog scrotums on the back of trucks are kind of fun.
All right. So I'm the only one that just is not into balls hanging. All right. So I got to go with balls. I don't like balls hanging from the back of trucks because usually it just means that I'm following in front of somebody who I absolutely do not trust as a human being.
Do you have ball insecurity?
No, I'm 48. If there's anything I'm securing at this point, it's my scrotum. Sometimes when I'm cold at night, I just kind of pull it up and wrap myself in it. This is called gravity, folks. For those of you tuning in at home or under the age of 18, please get off the show. This is definitely not appropriate. And we don't want to have to contact our legal team over at THN Media. Okay, so all right, that was not the way I thought that would go. But monkeypox, we hate monkeypox. All right, here's a more fun one. Who do you hate more? Every once in a while, we bring a person onto the show that we hate. Not that we actually hate them, we just hate them as a public figure. But in this case, I think we can both agree, both of us, because Carla, of course, being a woman, isn't allowed an opinion. There we go.
And that's why I have balls hanging off the back of my truck.
Folks, that is her opinion. All right, who do you hate more? Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos? Who do you hate more? Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos? We might have to do a special episode on this one.
Elon Musk.
Yeah? You care to tell us why?
Because this is a guy who has 9 children from God knows how many different women, is now backing out of his deal to buy Twitter. So, which I thought was hysterically funny because of all of the mass hysteria surrounding him buying Twitter. His idea that rich white men just, their opinions aren't out there enough. And the fact that he is so in love with himself, he is lauded for this Tesla car that only the very wealthy can afford. I can't find too many redeeming qualities about him.
All right, so Carla is with Musk, which could mean something totally different in a different context. All right, Paul, you got an opinion? Musk or Bezos? Who do you hate more?
We already saw Bezos. I thought it was Bezos, but I believe we've already seen his truck balls, and Elon Musk clearly is the biggest douchebag since the Apple guy died. I don't really think of a bigger douche than Elon Musk, who he thinks he's a savior to the world. It's almost like when that douche thought he invented the phone that had been around long before him. Yeah,
Nobody's gonna bring Al Gore on the internet, are they?
No.
How about this? So you're going all in on Musk?
Well, he's kind of a douche. I mean, he treats his employees terribly. I mean, so does Bezos, right? But he's just an exceptional kind of douche because of the arrogance and the being out there. So he's a douche that's out there. He's got the balls not only in the back of the truck, but they're prominently displayed
on his forehead.
Oh wait, you know what? For any budding progressive entrepreneurs out there, this presents an opportunity where we could start to put Bezos and Bezos and Musk's head and hang them from the back of trucks. There's a little sack of Musk and Bezos. He could drive around, and I mean, Bezos has already got the bald head, so he's kind of got the testicle thing going already. And so, I think we could do that. You could get a Bezos Musk scrotum package and just hang it from the back of your electric vehicle. This would be kind of a good parallel to the redneck balls, dog balls. So there we go.
I do like the Tesla. I'm sorry that Bezos didn't invent the Tesla, but I'm a fan of the Tesla.
Actually, I kind of find it ironic that he named it the Tesla after Nikola Tesla, who, of course, went to bat against Edison in the day and gave away all of his patents to the entire world and was truly one of the greatest scientific humanitarians of all time. And then
he invented the sending electricity over long distances. Are we showing our intelligence? Are we?
While Edison was slaughtering elephants to try to prove that Tesla was wrong. So I don't know. Musk couldn't even let Tesla just have his moment in history. He had to usurp him too. But I'm gonna have to go with Musk for one reason alone, is I'm afraid that if I say Jeff Bezos, none of my packages will ever show up again. And I've got a case of KY jelly on the way, so I can't afford for that.
The irony is that we have all seen Bezos's package
in space. Yeah, and here I thought a big truck was a sign of penile insecurity, but when you make a giant rocket in the shape of your penis and launch it into space, that's a totherly different, atmosphere layer.
Oh no, I do believe Elon Musk. I do believe Elon Musk wants us to work for him for free in Mars. Like his vision is like, I will send you to Mars, and you just have to work off the housing. You just have to colonize this place, and I'm not going to pay you.
Everybody gets their own potato, and you
right.
got to grow all your future food.
And if you can't grow it, we're going to eat you. You're going to be eaten.
That's right, Soylent Musk.
Yeah.
All right, that concludes yet another exciting. I was gonna do what do you hate more, the Supreme Court or wire hangers, but I think we'll just pass on that one for now.
Wire hangers are useful.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did this one already. We did this one for sure.
Did
We
I?
did.
Okay, well, fine. We did it again. All right, so let's move on. That was another exciting episode of What Do You Hate More? All right, so we're gonna go right into the hate napkin. Let's throw some hate against the wall, see what sticks. Let's start with Carla today.
As I am no longer employed by the local Queen of Dairy, I have been doing some job interviews, and there's this one question that keeps coming up over and over again during interviews. What is it that you dislike most about yourself?
Oh, I've got one.
Would it kill you to let me finish? Yeah, that's what she said. Okay. Nothing. My answer is nothing. I don't dislike anything about myself, because the world tells me every day I'm too old, I'm too fat, I'm not pretty enough, my hair is too short, I have too many opinions. So
Ooh, I like your self-awareness.
I don't dislike anything about myself, because I have the entire world telling me I'm not good enough, and I see no need to pile on. I am good enough, like it or not, boys.
I think this is a good opportunity for us to mansplain your self-contentment.
Yeah, well, keep it up. I got room for another set of balls on the back of my truck.
In that case, if you're using the persons who I am thinking of, they would serve as good like emergency brakes.
Well, if you have 2 sets of balls, you definitely need some musk.
If you have 2 sets of balls, you are covered in musk. All right, so Carla, you're. So what is it you hate exactly? If you're so happy with yourself.
I hate the question.
Oh, you hate the question. What is? Yeah. Okay. There are lots of stupid. Yeah. What? Yeah. Please tell us something about yourself that needs improvement. Nothing. I'm fine. I'm fine. How are you?
Look.
Oh, I have actually answered this question in job interviews with, well, it's a really long list. I don't even know where to get started. How much do you have? 2 hours?
Let's begin with self-loathing. There's a lot of self-loathing.
Right. So, but I mean, the only way to answer that joke, like a dumb interview question, is the only way to answer is with a joke, because it's just a stupid fucking question.
Yeah. Well, I always say something like, I hate the fact that I work too hard.
Oh, they hate that shit. That's what they're like looking for to not hire you.
Which is why I'm probably unemployed.
Here's the thing:
Yes.
is I'm educated, I'm experienced, I am very good with customers. Not so good with my co-hosts, but I am good with customers. I show up every day. I don't call in sick. What is it that you want? What else do you want?
Well, Carla, we see here on your application that you marked female, and
oh, I thought the boobs were a dead giveaway.
You mean your 2 co-hosts?
All right, let's not go for the low-hanging fruit here.
No, I actually wear a bra at these interviews. They're not low-hanging fruit.
Those would be my balls. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, I do. That is a stupid. In fact, just interviews in general. I think everybody should be selected.
Dumb interview questions. That's the broad-based thing you want to add.
It's not a clever question.
Dumb interview questions. They're fucking stupid.
The only interview question that matters, and the only one I've ever done with anybody that I even pay attention to, is I say, in a very careful manner, please describe how to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich from step to step. And
so
right, because that's not stupid.
If if I was interviewing Carla, I would say, let's say you had two jugs, and you wanted to put one jug with the other jug. Would you be willing to do that to get the job?
You got two
Would
jugs.
willing to put the jug? Would you be
jugs.
willing to put the two jugs together to get the job?
No, they're supposed to fill them up with creamer. And I don't know why you applied for this, Italian pizzeria job, but
What's the old Saturday Night Live joke? I come from a long line of cork soakers.
I think like the creative question about like, please describe how you do this, and then they have to do it in very chronological, detailed order, and then you're like, and then at the end of it, you're kind of constructing the thing in your mind, and then you're like, okay, so basically you've got a piece of bread, and you put the jar on the bread, and basically most people can't do that well. Describe a very basic task in a very sort of step-by-step process.
I start with going to the store to buy the product.
Exactly. I mean, if somebody comes up with a creative and very detailed answer, that's usually somebody like, I'm like, I want them on my team. That's the only question that matters. That and are you a male?
There you go.
Well, we do make exceptions for very hot young women with no skills. We do.
Oh,
eye candy.
This brings
Yeah.
me, that is a skill. This brings me to my hate napkin item.
Okay. You have some poly.
Fat models. Models that are fat. Okay. Your only job is to be fit. You're a model. Your only job is to look good, to take photographs, to be photogenic. That's your only job. Why? You cannot be a fat model. I'm sorry. And this is
Actually,
not sexist.
Okay. You know what? I was at the mall, which about once every 2 years, I'll go to the mall with my daughter and buy everything I think she'll need from a mall in a 2-year period. As we were walking by Victoria's Secret, I noticed that the models on their big, window displays, the photos, they were very fat models. And there's nothing wrong with selling your products with somebody who's overweight. I mean, even though I am a fattest, but there was something very just disingenuous. I knew you could see right through the posters, and you could tell Victoria's Secret, the only reason they were doing this is because they felt compelled to put a fat model in their window, not because they wanted to, but because you could just see, you could tell it was just the pressure to put a fat person in a bra and panties in the window. It wasn't because they thought, oh, let's just show off,
Well, and it's not a secret anymore if it's just popping out of the bra.
It should not become Victoria's over obvious. I was very amused by this. But what I'm trying to say is
Carla
that,
from Burnt Korn does not look very amused.
what kind of models do they use in the Brazier ads there? In the windows at the Dairy Queen, the dilly bar is like a woman with 2 dilly bars in front of her. And a peanut
Here's my secret. I'm not wearing any underwear.
Well, then you're going to be hard pressed to become. Actually, if you were applying, how does one apply to be an underwear model, by the way? Do you actually have to go through the interview, and do they say, hey there, Mitzi?
Do you have a master's degree? That's the first question.
Tell us what you don't like about yourself. Well,
I have people skills.
I've got like a forest of pubic hairs that a chainsaw cannot cut through. Can I get the underwear gig? I do. It's not that I hate fat models. For those of you on YouTube right now, Polly is watering the Presidio in San Francisco. It's Not that I hate fat models. I just hate fat people. No,
Well, thank you for that. I feel so loved.
you said you're fat. I didn't say you were fat. You're
I
a woman.
am fat.
You don't get an opinion. I don't think you're fat. I'm the man here.
Blech.
I just think it's disingenuous for a company to use fat models because, like on the quota system, like you see like an Old Navy ad, and there'll be 7 super attractive people and then 1 fatty in the corner dancing. And
Right, because fatties don't need clothes.
no,
Okay.
What I'm trying to say inarticulately is when a company does it and you can tell they're doing it because they have to do it, like a certain
Right.
percent.
And that's
Like
what the curtain store is for anyway.
The ad will end with somebody in a wheelchair smiling, and like
No, you're complaining you don't like fat female models. I haven't heard you say a word about fat men.
I don't look at male models, period.
Oh,
Although I do think it would be funny if Abercrombie and Fitch reached out to me for a contract.
and I will mock you mercilessly.
I want to see pictures. Okay, so this is what I mean. So we see fat models at Victoria's Secret on the wall, but we don't see like big beer guts at Abercrombie and Fitch.
But I have definitely been attracted to pretty fat, what I call pretty fat, and that's probably who these models are. I think you can be pretty sexy and have some extra pounds.
Of course you can. Just not
Of course you can.
in my world.
A woman can. But no, here's the disingenuous advertising thing, and this is my thing for the hate napkin today. Will be when companies use the gay, like, oh, it's gay month, it's June, it's gay month, and then a totally corporate company that has nothing to do with gay, like kayak.com is hijacking the rainbow for their logo, and they're like, June Pride Month, book a $1,500 flight or $2,000 flight. And unless I'm getting a blowjob in the bathroom I'm not spending $2,000 to support your rainbow logo flight.
Well, you mean the same-sex blowjob? Otherwise, what's the point of the rainbow?
Oh, I was just hoping for a blowjob, but yeah.
By the way, I've never made it quite to the 10-mile club or 1-mile club. I usually get off on the tarmac. But okay,
So
wait,
no, but there's so many companies doing this now. It's like they're hijacking a.
Have you noticed that they only do it for LGBTQ, only for the rainbow? It's not like they have a special, hey, we're celebrating Black Pride Month over here at IBM. You never see, it's Native American Holocaust Month. Everybody, a moment of silence as as you swig your Bud Lights.
I am not buying anything until the next. I'm not going to buy a single thing until I see an ad for the gay Holocaust Black person that's out there. That's when I will buy the sandwich, the Subway sandwich.
What even is a gay Subway sandwich?
Wait, a Subway sandwich? So you're talking about like a lot of roast beef hanging off the edge?
No, that would be like a roast beef curtain. Now you're back to the fat model.
What would the symbol of like, so since the rainbow is taken, what are some other corporate opportunities? How could they celebrate, say, Black Pride across the corporate spectrum?
Well, it would be a gay black rainbow. I'm not sure that you would need RuPaul as your spokesman.
RuPaul's head could be the new flag. I don't know. I totally agree with you. Yeah, I like Major League Baseball. I listened to all the Twins games, and it's like constant LGBTQ promo. You can tell the announcers just don't want to read these ads anymore. Nobody has a
Like-
problem celebrating Pride, but it's like, okay, well, you're celebrating Pride up the wazoo. Are you going to celebrate all the other, important?
Right, and a baseball bat is not supposed to be used that way. That's not what a baseball bat was made for.
Celebrate BLM month with us and getting your own baseball.
You're supposed to put your hands on the handle. The handle is not supposed to go anywhere else.
Oh my God.
Unless Bat Day comes with a bottle of anal ease. I just don't see it.
It's okay though, because they're lacquered. They're lacquered bats. They come with pine tar. And so do I. Okay, I got one for the hate napkin. Somebody took my fat models. I've got, all right. I was driving Uber the other day, and these two people, they wanted me to pull up to a Sonic real quick, or whatever, a fast food place. And I was like, no, listen, only if it's a couple minutes. If it's a long line, I'm not. And it wasn't a long line, so I'm like, okay, I'll do that. And on the way, they're talking about their order, and they kept talking about nugs. They're gonna get nugs. Just like this, it's got to be the worst sounding word in the world, nugs. Like, I'm gonna give me some nugs, man. I'm gonna wolf down some nugs. And they get to the window and they were ordering like chicken nuggets. You couldn't say nuggets; it had to be nugs. I'm sick and tired of every word in the English language being reduced to a monosyllable. Can we just say, well, it really hurt you to say two or three? Refrigerator. Does that hurt? Does that hurt you to say that? I mean, fridge. I mean, that's okay. That's acceptable. But why does everything have to be reduced to single syllables? And same with names. It can't just be Jennifer Lopez. It has to be J-Lo. Everything's reduced. So it's Carla from Burnt Korn is CBK. We just can't say our names anymore, or any word. Everything's reduced to monosyllables, and I'm sick of it. No more nuggets.
That's just cray-bay.
Right.
What does FM stand for?
Then.
THN butter.
Drink.
You can't say the hate napkin creamy butter.
Ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, our sound engineer has been reduced to monosyllables. He's no longer Polly from Bali. He's Paul from Ball. And that would be one of the two balls hanging off Carla's truck in the back. Do you really have balls hanging off your truck?
Yes.
We need a picture of this next episode. We need photographic evidence.
I'll bring it.
I think this is in Polly. If you want to join on YouTube, is undergoing some sort of interpretive dance of the emergence from a vagina.
Either that or he's having a stroke.
I can't tell if it's a baby or a polyp.
I was saying there's 1 minute left, and you got to do the anal to hate.
Oh, okay. Well, why didn't you say so? All right, everybody, you've joined us at THN. That's THN stands for the. Oh, I have to do it like that. So if you want to go to, we're on the tweet, we're on the FB and the IG. If you want to send us a list of things you hate, including this show, send it to info@thehatenapkin.com. That's info@thehatenapkin.com. Okay, let's just end the show like that.
Don't wake up my dog.
Once again, folks, you've joined us deep, deep down inside the annals of hate.